This is the Kylo Ren SE Lightsaber, a perfect balance of screen accuracy and affordability. You get the iconic look, feel, and crossguard design, but in a structure that's much lighter, easier to wield, and very suitable for dueling. Let's dive into why this saber could be exactly what you're looking for. Unboxing a new lightsaber always brings me so much joy, but this one is extra special. So when you open it up, you are of course going to have your Kylo Ren SE hilt. But as you notice, some pieces aren't quite where they belong. So this saber has kind of a do-it-yourself component, so where you're going to have your end pieces here that you're going to attach onto the lightsaber yourself. Along with all the other usual accessories, you will receive not only one regular Neopixel lightsaber blade, but 3, because you need the 2 smaller ones that will go for your crossguard. SE lightsabers have become very popular lately. You might hear them called Special Edition or Stunt Edition lightsabers. And I think the Stunt Edition moniker for them makes a lot more sense, because as you can see with this saber, there are some details missing, and most of them are from where you would grip and hold the saber, making it a lot easier to swing and duel with or even spin with on these. So if you see a lot of the actors in the movies, this is the type of saber they're using. That way it's easier for them to be using on set. So this Kylo saber is actually really beautiful. It retains a lot of the screen accuracy from the original. You have your crossguard design, and if you look really close here, you have the weathering or the heat kind of effect on here, as if the saber was radiating out, and you have the scorch marks on here. You still have the wire on the side, which I absolutely love. There is a little trick to this I'll show you in a minute to be able to charge your lightsaber. Now here in the grip area, you'll notice the button layout is a little bit different. So we do have a single button design on this one, and this is where that SE version comes in. This allows you to grip it and you don't have anything kind of getting in the way in here when you're going ahead and spinning or dueling with your friends. At the bottom, we still have all the iconic designs. So we have our gold kind of bracket piece on here. On the side, you have your silver kind of button switch layout. You have the black versions and adapters on the end. So as you can see, the screen accuracy, even though we did lose some, a lot of it is retained, making this a beautiful display piece, but also a dueling weapon. Now, to access your chassis, this had me going for a little bit. I couldn't figure it out. I thought down here at the bottom where this cap pulls off that was gonna lead me to the chassis. It doesn't. So what you're gonna have to do is this wire we looked at earlier, you're gonna want to pull this out, and I promise you're not breaking it, don't worry. And you can slide this top piece out, which is going to allow you to unscrew this whole bottom section here. And once you get this off, you will see that your chassis is revealed. So you have your SD card in here if you want to add any sound fonts or make adjustments. And then if you rotate it here, you will have your battery and your USB-C ports to be able to charge that. So it's not too hard to get to, although I do wish you could just unscrew the piece at the bottom and access it that way, but just a little extra step to get there. Now to the fun part. We are going to be checking out all the features available on the SNV4 Pro version of this lightsaber. So we were talking about affordability earlier, and this saber comes in at $299.99 for the base version. Now, if you wanted a Kylo saber that had all the screen accuracy, the bells and whistles, the flame blades on the side, you can get that, but it's gonna run you $750. Now, over at Nsabers.com, you can get the base version of this starting at $299.99, and you can use our code Falcon to save another 7% on top of that, which is a really good deal. The SNV4 Pro version, which we're looking at, comes in at $399.99, and if you want the Profi Ultimate version, which get the SNV4 Pro, it's so much better. And you get an app to control it, it's really cool. But if you do want that Profi, you can pick that up for $499.99. Now let's go ahead and power this bad boy on and take a look at it. So in the app, you can hit the power button right here once you're connected, and power it on and check out all your features from your blaster effect to your lockup, clash, force. You can enable your background music, your melt, stab, drag, swing, and so much more in here. Now, the first place I want you guys to go is going to be in this data modify section. And this is the most important thing you need to do when you get your brand new lightsaber. And head down here to the light length. Now you're gonna want to power your saber on with the button, and you're probably gonna see something like this where some light is missing down at the bottom of the blade, and you're gonna bump that up. I found about 1/16, it usually does the trick, and that will get the light all the way to the end. Now the reason this is so important is when you do that drag effect that we just did, if it is too long, you're not gonna see that, and if it's too short, it's gonna be in the wrong spots. Now, in the app, you will see a bunch of other things down here, from switch a blade color to switch sound font, and we're gonna go through exactly what all of those do. So we'll go ahead and power it back on, and switch blade color is gonna do exactly what it sounds like. You'll be able to cycle through all the colors that are preset on here, and in a bit, I'll show you how to get to the colors in between. Switch sound fonts, you're gonna hear different characters that come pre-installed on here. We have Asajj Ventress, and each one is gonna have different sound effects for it, which is really awesome. We'll check out a few more of these. Now, once you've got your character font that you want, or if you've picked your own color that you're looking for, you can head down to Switch Blade Effect. Now, what that's going to do is when it's powered on, your blade effect is going to be how it flashes. So you have kind of a pulsing effect here, rainbow color, so many different effects here. So this allows you to really customize your saber. This flicker one's really cool, and I feel like this is very fitting for Kylo Ren, so we're gonna leave that one on here. Now you can also adjust how the blade boots up or turns on here in your switch boot effect. This is your hunter ignition. And as you can see, some of them have some really cool sound effects. Let's go ahead and check out one more. Set phasers to stun. So this is really awesome and so much fun. And then down at the bottom, you can adjust your volume. So right now we have it on low. You can mute it. So this is really great if you're dueling or spinning and you're getting a little overwhelmed or overstimulated with sound. You can have it on high if you want it really loud, or on low, which is my personal favorite, so I can still enjoy the effects but not at an obnoxious volume. Alright, so earlier I told you about accessing some colors that aren't in this switch color section. So if you go back to data modify where you adjusted the blade length, down here at the bottom you will see color palettes. And you can hit selection and you're gonna have a color wheel come up on here. What's really neat about this is you can drag the icon wherever you want it. So if you want a hot pink lightsaber, you can go ahead and check that out. And you kind of have a pink color on here. You can get a yellow, kind of a lime green in there, orange if you want it. That's not orange, that's orange. And so many other colors. So I really like this because this is something that only the Profi versions had for a while, and now you can go ahead and access that on all of your SNV4 Pro lightsabers. Honestly, I am in love with this Kylo Ren SE lightsaber. I think it is perfect for the Kylo Ren fan, somebody looking for a Kylo saber that's great to duel with or spin with. It has everything that you need and checks off all of the boxes. I hope you guys enjoyed this review and unboxing, and if you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel for some more. And don't forget, if you want to pick up one of these, head over to Nsabers.com and use our code Falcon. If you're interested in checking out one of the newest sabers out on the market, make sure to head over to our Ezra V3 lightsaber review. It just came out and oh my god, is it gorgeous.